Hey, my bows and bow ties. I just want to say one thing real quick. Did you know, especially for my Black women, that you have options? Oh, yes. You've got options. Hold that thought. All right, my bows and bow ties. You're probably wondering what is going on. Why is she showing her avatar? Well, I don't feel like showing my face tonight because I'm not all that well, let's just say I have my hair done up in some flexi rods and I have a bonnet on and I don't want to be on camera with a bonnet. But anyway, welcome to the Black Opinionated Woman. I am the Black Opinionated Woman, also known as a beau. This is a safe place for women who dare to dissent. So I just want to talk about today's topic, okay? I just want to talk about Black women having options. Now, I didn't really invite anybody to this live. I just decided to do this off the cuff because, I'm like feast or famine with this YouTube situation, and I brought up my channel. You know how they always recommend, or when you bring up YouTube, and they always recommend this, that, and the other. And I saw quite a bit of, I guess people. It's like they show all the crazy dudes who, they got something to say about Black women, and then I guess you have people who are advocating for interracial love. So let me just start off with this. My Black women, I want you to stop being so gullible. Stop believing everything people say. I want you to catch this. You are a person who has options. You are desirable. I just want to put that out there because, see, if you weren't desirable, people wouldn't be pressing so hard to tell you how much you're not. I'm trying to figure out what is the upside in someone trying to tell you that you are not desirable unless it benefits them. Okay. Now, I just want to say that, and I like to lean in on Black women in particularly because they are bombarded. We are bombarded with so much negativity. See, I don't advocate for tearing down Black men. I'm not for that either because that buys us nothing. There's no upside to tearing down Black men. But what I can't stand by is listen and passively disagree with what Black men are doing to Black women. Okay? They've got women out here thinking they are undesirable. That's not to say that, there isn't like an element out there that's not. But they've got women out here believing that they're not feminine. The interesting thing about this is there's this notion that Black women are only feminine with non-Black men. And I would challenge my Black men to that assertion, okay? If that's the case, why do you think that's so? Let's say this was the case. Why do you think that's so? Maybe they feel safe. Maybe they're feeling desired and protected and not badmouthed. Maybe they feel like no physical harm is going to be brought to them. Now, that's not to say that all Black men do these things. Okay. I am most certainly married to a whole Black man who's definitely, he has a very strong constitution about himself, but he also doesn't feel the need to tell me how bad of a person I am or how undesirable or any of those things. Black women, please stop being so gullible into thinking you don't have options. You are desired. You are feminine. You're a lot of things. Is there an element out there of us that could use some tweaking? Absolutely, as in any race. But what you have to stop thinking is that you are singularly the worst group of women to walk the face of the earth. Because if that's the case, then why are, let me put you like this. If you did not have a set of assets that are noteworthy, that are admirable, that are desired, that are considered feminine, people wouldn't push so hard. Why is it that there's a group of men out there who feel the need to make you feel like trash? And now people they're calling it building the black family now. If you alone don't make these changes, you are breaking the black family. You need to stop being so gullible. Like I said in another video, there are women out here, thinking that they've got to get all this therapy, and some of you need it. I'm just gonna put this out here. How do I fix this? That's my thumbnail for today. You have access to all of these men, and this list is not exhaustive. Okay, I just slapped that out there. Stop believing that you are not worth anything. And this is the other thing. For a group of men to want black women to be certain things, if they're feeling valued, if they value you so much, then they should protect you. Because see, people protect what they value. Now, I'm gonna go on to my next point here. You guys need to start taking some chances, black women. Now look, I am not advocating um divesting. I am not advocating just moving away. I am not advocating hypergamy. What I am saying is there's nothing wrong with trying a new location, dating outside of your race, and engaging in a hypergamous relationship. And let me tell you something, people like to equate hypergamy with this dirty thing. There is nothing wrong with dating someone who's older, more mature, who's going to provide you with security. And let me just say, women want security: financial, emotional, physical, sexual, spiritual, educational. Women want security. If you find somebody who cares for you and loves you and protects you and honors you, or what, then you need to go seek that happiness. Okay. What I am saying is, I'm not advocating that your only path to happiness is to just up and leave, to completely divest, or to completely engage in hypergamy. There is nuance there. What I am saying is take the chance on yourself, trying new things. You may want to try somebody who's just a little bit older. Maybe you want to try and engaging in a relationship with somebody who's not of the same race. The fact of the matter is, Black women have just as much of a right to happiness as any other race. And if you can't find that support and happiness within your own race or in your own class, because see, there's people out there telling you that you can't possibly date someone outside of your class. Stop believing all that. Take chances and try new things. I'm going to go to the third one. The gaslighting is real, guys and gals, my bows and bow ties. The gaslighting is real. Okay. I'm just going to say this. What's going on right now in the community is that Black women are being gaslit into thinking that they are nothing, that they have to do all the work, that they are the ones who have to fix everything. That's what they're being gaslit into thinking. Okay. They're being gaslit into thinking that um, their accomplishments mean nothing. Now, I want to touch on this for a second. You, as a Black woman looking to obtain higher education and accomplishments, um, I don't see anything wrong with it. As long as you understand that men in the Black community don't necessarily value that. I could say even all men. There's a lot of Black men who will say, the fact that you went and did these things, you chase after these things, well, we don't care about that. And this is what I would say to you, because they are gaslighting you right now. I wouldn't use my degrees and accolades as defining of me, right? I wouldn't say that that's my only value, which is in that degree. What I will say is, when a group of people cannot appreciate that you have chosen to build yourself, okay, there's something wrong there, because I find that many of these men want you to be feminine. They want you to be all these things, but they're not providing you with that protection and that security. They're not providing. And right now, Black women are in a situation where they have to provide. Part of being providers is that now they have to secure their education. It's a double-edged sword. And because our Black men have not caught up, and I think they can. But right now, I just feel like there's a little bit of haterism and jealousy there. So what they're doing is they're attacking your accomplishments. They're saying we don't care, and for the most part, I get it. I understand where they're coming from, but what they need to recognize is like, you know what? I do value what you have accomplished. I value how you are putting yourself in a position to hold this family down in the event that I can't, to command a higher salary or a position that gives me more flexibility or whatever. I'm not saying it should be flaunted and put in your face, but what I am saying is they're gaslighting you into thinking that your accomplishments are not necessarily meaningful. Um, and this is what I would say to you. I did not get my PhD. I thought about getting my PhD, but let me tell you something. By me gaining access to higher education, and it just put me in a situation where I had a higher income. I met other people, even the language in which I was speaking with people, because I had become more exposed to other things. I had lived and traveled all around the world. And what happens is that puts you in different places and in different spaces. I'm not saying that's for everyone. What I am saying is, by you choosing to better yourself, build yourself, it is still good for the Black family. The problem is, many of our Black men right now are convincing Black women that that's not important. See, I say the Black men need to level up. Somebody's got to go get it. The fact of the matter is, what I am finding is many of these Black men are continuously bashing Black women. And we got to stop. Black women need to stop bashing the Black men too, but I'm seeing an overwhelming proportion of Black men bashing Black women. They have most of the platforms. How can you possibly blame Black women for everything? I'm like, wait a second, you want to be a leader, then lead. See, leaders lead. Leaders come up with solutions. Leaders create. They create. They provide foundation. And right now, it appears within the community that our Black men are not creating anything. They're not building anything. That's probably a better word. We're not creating or building anything. And so now Black women are left holding the bag. And I think at this point, because there's such a divide in the community, because Black men are doing what they want, I think Black women, you have options. You need to be willing to take a chance. You need to be willing. So you have proximity to other circles, enter those spaces, try new things, try new sports, try new extracurricular activities, get on a plane, have new friends, enter into other spaces. Let other people date you and woo you and tell you how beautiful you are and how special you are, how smart you are, how feminine you are, how special you are. Let them tell you how much you make them laugh. See, I'm not advocating for leaving, but I am saying, look, be willing to take chances. I don't believe we should completely abandon the community, but if you have options, why not explore those options? Stop boxing yourself in. You have options. I think the biggest thing when I go back to the accomplishments is because they are down. Many of the men in the community are downplaying your capability when in fact that very accomplishment and your capabilities are necessary right now because our men have not leveled up. All right, haven't leveled up. So what I would say to you is again, stop being so gullible. Stop letting people tell you that you aren't worth a piece of, you know what? Take chances, try new things, and know that the gaslighting is real. Because, like I said, they've got a lot of you chicks running around here thinking that you need to be in somebody's office. You guys are getting counseling. Uh, everybody's looking into self love and self help and self care, which are all wonderful things. I actually like this. But it's being done because they're being told, like Black women are being told that they're nothing. They're everything that's wrong in the community. You are the reason why we have all these children. And you know, the interesting thing is they always, I don't know why Black men feel like they are the accountability police because they have yet to hold themselves accountable. And they like to get on Black women about these children. And what I don't understand is, I'm like, wait a second. They want Black women to be accountable for their actions. There are two people who got together and created these children. To me, it looks like the Black woman is accountable. She's raising the children. The question is, what is the Black man doing? Now, look, there's some good men out here. There's some really good Black men out here. So, if this did not apply to you, this did not apply to you. So, don't get in your feelings. Okay? What I am doing is, I know I tend to be myopically focused on the Black woman. Well, because I am a Black woman. Although I am not single, I'm married with 4 children. I was a Black woman. I mean, I've always been a Black woman. I've been an expert on being a Black woman. I don't like what I'm seeing. I see not only that, I see a lot of people going at my dark skinned sisters who are like basically some of the most beautiful women out there and treating them like as if I'm like, are you serious right now? The baddest chicks out here. I would say to my dark skinned sisters, especially them. And I hate having to call this out, but I'm like, you have to know your worth. You have to know your value. Because right now you got some dinglings out there who want to do everything they can and make sure you stay subjugated. All right, well, look, I could not show my face because it's just one of those kind of nights. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this. And I don't know, I might do another one in the morning. But all right, guys, Black opinionated woman out.